M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E, Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse! Mickey Mouse!
Forever let us hold our banner high.
G'day folks! I thought today I would do a drawing which is a lot easier than the previous ones. Mickey Mouse, standard Disney character, but I thought I'd introduce a second character in there as well. So obviously Mickey and Minnie, and obviously because they're in love, we would decide to do an actual sketch with a big heart and loads of the red dots. Really colourful, really bright, really fun piece, and particularly easy to do. As we always talk about, you start off with the drawing which you want. You pick that out, something which you feel comfortable drawing. When you're happy with that drawing, then we're going to do a quick pencil sketch. When we do a pencil sketch, then we're going to go over it a bit harder, get the actual physical positionings and places of the characters. Then my favourite bit, of course, fine lining. Oh, I love it. Really brings the drawing to life from a dull grey sort of sketch to a deep, heavy, dark, thick line, which makes your drawing absolutely come to life. That is, of course, before we introduce the final step, which is colour. The second best, if not the first best. One of the best things to do. Bringing colour into it, makes it come alive, makes it just look really, really cool. With this one, there's a lot of red in it. There is, obviously, Mickey and Minnie are both black in colour, yellow shoes, so not much colours to play about with there, but the skin colour, that will be fun. So trying to get the skin around their face, that'll be interesting. So we'll obviously have a darker skin tone for around their shadows, and then we'll pick it up with that white. So we'll see how it goes. Could be fun, will be fun. Let's go draw. Go, go, go. Let's draw Mickey and Minnie Mouse. So Mickey and Minnie both have their pencil sketches down initially. So this is the part where you're adding more detail to the drawing. So you'll see that I do have a sketch in the background and it's just elaborating on that. Sketch is complete. On to the next step. Okay, now the coolest stage that there is, the fine lining. I think I've said that a million times, but definitely my favourite. So you just get the outline which you've done in pencil and you go around it with a fine liner. So the fine liner is obviously like an ink, your first ink you're putting on the drawing. It's jet black and it just makes the drawing stand out. It's interesting as well because it just shows you what final lines are going to be on your drawing. So if at this stage you're not comfortable with any of the pencil marks, you just literally make sure your final mark in the pen is correct. Fine line complete. And now we add the colour. Starting off with a light red, this is almost a pinky colour. As always, the base coats, I'm going a particularly lighter colour than what it is actually in the final one. So you'll see here that's the lightest yellow I've got. Putting in the black bits, but for the black part of Mickey and Minnie, I've actually gone for a grey because the highlights which I'm going to do for them will be in grey. They will not be in black, obviously, because if you do it in black, you won't be able to see any difference in the colours. So colouring in the plants now, that's the stems, just the greens, blocking in the colour as always. And it starts to take shape at this stage, especially now when you do the skin section. So this is a bit darker. If I could go back, it would start with a lighter skin colour, but it still worked. This is now the low lights on Mickey. You see at this stage I'm putting in the black on Mickey, which actually really starts to make him look real. The grey just didn't obviously suit him because it's not his colour, but there's the darker red going in. So you'll see at this point I've got little patches of grey on Mickey. Those are actually going to be his highlights or areas of different colour. Just adding a bit of detail to the flowers now. I think I'm going to carry on and finish Mickey Mouse before I go on to Minnie, but he's nearly there. As I tend to do with all my drawings, I've decided to lay the base coat down first, but now I've actually went on to Mickey Mouse and just fully concentrated on getting him fully complete. Then I'll move on to Minnie. So Minnie has a base coat, and then we're having just Mickey fully complete, and then we'll bring in the background after. But yeah, back to it. Let's get Minnie finished off right now. Okay, Minnie is very similar to Mickey. There's more red on her, and the black and the skin colour, it's all the same, so it's just sort of replicating what I did with Mickey Mouse there. The dress turned out pretty cool. As soon as you added the red, it actually made it look a lot more like the reference piece.
Black as usual, just for the dark bits, and keeping the grey where it's highlights.
Okay, super pleased with how both Mickey and Minnie turned out. It is now time to move on to the background. It's blocking in colour. There's not much detail on this part, so it's literally blocking in pink and then bringing through like a darker areas red and then just the red circles. So that is it. Gonna finish it off. Let's get it finished and see what it looks like.
This bit actually took a bit of time. It was not difficult in the slightest, it just took time because that whole space there was all done initially with like sort of a pink, and the dots were just freehand with the red, and then I surrounded Mickey and Minnie with like a darker red just to sort of make them set like to the forefront as opposed to sitting more in the background with that heart. As always, the most important part, sign your drawing. Think of a cool signature, practice it on a side bit of paper, and when you've got yours, just sign away. That's the piece finished. What do you think?
So, absolutely stoked with how that turned out. It turned out absolutely epic. So, Mickey and Minnie Mouse both looked really cool. And then I added the background, which really brought it to life as well. So, well chuffed with that drawing, and it is particularly easy to do. If you're ever struggling to actually get your original sketch like right, you can copy, you can trace. I like to not trace. Obviously, I want to challenge myself, so I want to see how close I can get it to the drawing. But if it's a case, if you just want to create a really cool, colourful like drawing, then yeah, by all means, trace it. Get your paper and have a copy of that underneath, and then just literally trace it, and then really go to town on the colour and try to get it as bright and as colourful as I did there. So give it a blast. It'll turn out class. You know it. Give it a try. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, hit that thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, give me more suggestions for what to draw next. I think I might go, what'll I do? Maybe Venom? Captain America? You let me know.
Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me?